It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Davis on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Murray. He finds Taylor, complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Taylor, 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard.
On the handoff, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 2, Murray got an open man. It's McLeod. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Washington 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds McKinnon, complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
14.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 34. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Mark Ingram, the ball
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
36-yard
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Washington nothing.
Stepping, Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff to Ingram. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 31, Wilson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Wilson's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Murray going to fire one out wide. He's got it, and the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now Wilson on first down. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To Brashad Perriman.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
3.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them?
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
DK Metcalf. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back. 57. Mike, 57. 57. 57.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 12.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Washington 3. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Golden Tate, 51 yards.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
The score, Cardinals 28, Washington 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Murray now to throw. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is Cook with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup brings up
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain on the
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run once more with McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Check 31, check 31, check 43.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10,
off the
5, touchdown, Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Washington first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, come on, run it, run it, run it. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
Here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, check Mike 57.
A carry here for the big tight end. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
For C.J. Uzama, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Tate to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 24, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Murray on the keeper.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey.
And they take a knee.
Murray on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Today's final.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cardinals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.